question, and you could tell this was given us to by the LVEDC. And Don, I could tell you why. In your own words, tell us what makes the Lehigh Valley so great, and why should a business consider doing business here in the region? It's a great question. We're going to go opposite order this time with the opening statement, so I'm going to let Mr. McClure start with that.
I have had the fortune throughout my professional career to travel extensively through Pennsylvania. And as a region, it is clear to me that the Lehigh Valley is the best place in Pennsylvania to live, work, and raise a family. There is no question about that. We have challenges, though, going forward into the future. That's why I have been running on my prosperity, preservation, and protection agenda. We will protect senior citizens. We will preserve our open and green spaces because this improves everyone's quality of life. And when you have a substantial quality of life that you can market to potential businesses to relocate to the Lehigh Valley, it is a major selling point. We're also talking about our prosperity agenda. And unfortunately, and I don't understand why, the Slate Belt has been ignored. It's become such an issue that the CACLV, who has a great reputation and a legacy of fighting poverty, has been the only organization to direct any kind of attention to the issue in the last several years. My first 4 years in economic development will be spent making the Slate Belt a better place to be. And we're going to get those unemployment rates down, and we're going to create jobs there that, quite frankly, should have been created.
Good. Thank you. Mr. Brown.
For all the reasons that we've talked about, the quality of life, so on and so forth, but I think if business is looking to come here and families want to relocate here, I think it's everything we just talked about in terms of partnership and involvement, especially from the local, county, and even state level, if you would. I believe that when an organization approaches the Valley, the cooperation amongst the collective group of individuals in this room and the speed within which they can get the information they need, the cooperation that really is, there are no boundaries, whether it be Northampton, Lehigh County. Tom Muller and I spent a lot of time together on various issues, if you would. And I think that's really the most appealing reason for an organization to want to come to the Valley. Because it's one thing to say, you know, a lot of regions would have the quality of life aspect, but when it comes to getting something done in the Valley, I think that's absolutely critical. Since I've been county executive, I'm in my 4th year now, we've been extremely proactive, making sure at least the county is reaching out and participating at all levels in many of the organizations that are here. From myself, through my directors, through their deputies, and through their staff, we make sure that we're out, we're active, we're involved, we understand what's going on, so that we can bring to bear the resources that we have to work. But we've also created, I think, a very high level of cooperation amongst the really critical groups here, whether it be LVPC, LVEDC, the development authorities, or even the local municipalities and their leadership, if you would. So I think that's one of the most compelling things that I don't think all regions can say and have to offer.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Mr. Osborne.
Thank you. Lehigh County and Lehigh Valley in general, we've benefited from a great geographic location that has attracted many businesses and employers. We have professional organizations, highly motivated, with experienced leadership, working together. It's a great formula. LVEDC, the Workforce Investment Board, the Lehigh Valley Planning Commission, the Greater Lehigh Valley Chamber of Commerce, Discover Lehigh Valley, and many other supporting groups make the Lehigh Valley attractive to businesses who count on community support. I know this from being an employer myself. Lehigh Valley has such a wide variety of cultural, educational, and entertainment opportunities that businesses take notice of. We also have great facilities and open space activities. And finally, the thing that has made all this possible is the people of Lehigh Valley. We are hardworking, we're family-oriented, we like where we live, we're trying to make it better. Our roots are deep and becoming more diversified each passing year. And with that diversity, we're becoming better and we're becoming more attractive to businesses who want to locate. As executive, I will lend the platform of the office to the business community. I will be a cheerleader and salesperson for the county and provide the resources that we need to continue being successful. Time is running out. It really is. Our available land is being consumed at a rate that we haven't experienced in the last 10 years. We have to get this right, and we have to get it right now.
Finally, Mr. Armstrong.
I kind of looked at this question on why am I never going to leave the Lehigh Valley? Why I really love living here. First of all, the quality of life here, with our open spaces, with our rails to trails, with, as it was mentioned, our cultural experiences. Just the other day I found out we take in about 186 million just through our arts and festivals in a year. This is a fantastic place to live just because of the quality of life. Also, as has been said, our cultural diversity. I found myself on Sunday dancing at the Hindu temple to an Indian band, having one great time but not understanding a word that was coming out of the band's mouth. But where else but in the Lehigh Valley could I have lunch with a pro football player, eat ring bologna and cheese, and then dance with the Hindu temples at night? This is a fantastic place. We have experiences for every kind of nationality, every kind of person. And the great thing about the Lehigh Valley is we respect all of these people. We welcome them as our neighbors. And I want to keep that welcome mat open as being the head of the Lehigh County. I think it's also important that we keep our taxes low. I think that's a reason people come here. But again, our natural resources, all of the things that make the Lehigh Valley great. But I think, as they say in real estate, location, location, location. That's why the Lehigh Valley will be the key to the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong. An amazing feat has happened. I looked at my phone, it says 9.